Okay, so now working on our leg strengthening. Of course, you're going to be in a door, holding onto the door frame or something that's very stable, but you'll hold on, and then remember we want a full arm's distance, and our hips are gonna go back and then down as far as we can into our squat, and then you're gonna press into the feet and come back up. So when you go down, you might only get to this far, and that's fine, and press back up. But make sure that all the feet stay anchored. Our knees track with the toes as we lower. And then press into the feet and come back up. And we're gonna do this, about 5 or 6 times. So we lower down, and then press into the feet, draw the low belly in, and back up. And we'll do this one more time. And then from there, we're gonna go to some single leg balancing. So you can still use the door frame or a countertop, but we'll start with left foot being our balancing leg, and then we're gonna float the right leg up. We wanna make sure that both hips stay in line, that we don't hike a hip up, and also that this left femur head is drawing in and up into the hip and pelvis, because we don't wanna be out into that hip. So we're sitting right on top of the femur head, knee, foot. And you'll hold this for a couple of breaths, making sure the foot stays steady. And then you'll float the right foot down. You're gonna place the right foot, all the corners of the feet stay in, knee stays tracking with the toe. We're gonna float left leg up. So what we don't wanna do is fall into that right hip. So we're drawing, again, that femur head into the hip, up into the front side of the pelvis. So we should feel some low abdominals, some psoas, and back core muscles working. And you can always, as you do these, start toying with taking the hands off the wall or the counter, whatever you're using for stabilization. But we know that it's still there, so you could just kind of hold here and then float the leg back down. And then we'll do that one more time each side. So left foot's gonna be our standing foot. Our hips are straight across from each other. Our femur heads are drawing in. That low belly's lifting. Those back core muscles are lifting. And we're standing nice and tall. Just balancing. And then float it back down. Switch sides. And hold. Again, you can bring the hands off if you want, but just keeping everything, keep the gaze straight ahead so the spine stays long. And as you get stronger at this, you could even add some knee bends and lengthens, but right now just holding it. And then go ahead while we're standing here and take your right foot back behind you, point the toe, and you're just going to drag it forward until you feel a stretch in the front of the foot, maybe even in the front of the hip. And then bring that foot forward, plant it, switch sides. So left foot will reach back. And you just drag that foot forward until you get a stretch in the front of the foot. We can also even plant that foot. You might want to step closer. You're going to pull the front toes back, and then you're going to sit kind of back and down. This will kind of stretch out that hamstring and the calf. And then you would come up and switch. So left foot would come forward. You'll pull the toes back and sit back into the hips to get into that calf and to the hamstring. Mainly I'm wanting you to get into your calf. which if you have some stairs, you can stand on the bottom step and drop your heels down to get into your calves.